Has that changed yet? It's changed. Cool, we're good to go. All right, hello.
10 seconds remaining.
Now, last time I cast an in-house here,
5 seconds
we had an
remaining.
offlane Undying that rushed a refresher. So I've decided
Ah, right.
from here.
Okay, that was quite a while ago, and that was Wael or Error, and he's known for trying to be as unorthodox as possible. So I don't think we'll be seeing that again.
Very disappointing.
Yeah, it didn't quite work out how I might have planned, but you know.
Imagine if you could level Flesh Golem though, and you got like bigger twice.
What, it's like 80% bonus strength or something.
Yeah, yeah, and then you get like giant string.
Yeah, that would be quite funny. Mofarah, you're a little bit quiet. Is there anything you can do on your end? I've got you quite loud. Still not coming out very loud.
10 seconds remaining.
Was it just Kokopium who's always super loud?
I don't know.
5 seconds.
It's still the same now.
It's a little bit better. I can just up my Discord sound yet further.
I'll try and turn on my sound just to make it.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I'm sure it's balanced. If it's not, I can always turn people up. It's fine.
Okay.
So yes, as people saw from the title and from the discussion in the lobby, somehow this ended up being an in-house where no one Divine or Immortal is playing. I think some of the Divine players saw that it was going to be a no Divine in-house and decided to concede their spots to some lower ranked players, which is very nice of them. So we have another one of these accidentally no Divines or Immortals, which obviously creates a slightly different pace of game. So we'll see what they end up bringing for us today. But I believe the highest ranked player is only Ancient 5, which is Juju, I think.
Bans are pretty standard, although the Radiant have banned supports, Tusk and Shadow Shaman.
Dire team pick.
There we go.
Oh
We
my
know
god, who plays Wisp in this?
Oak.
in-house?
Oak, definitely.
Oh.
Right, okay.
Yeah, she's the Wisp player. So first pick Wisp. Are you going to see an AA hard counter pick, or is that a bit overkill? Never quite sure.
AA feels so shit at the moment. Just
Yeah.
unbelievably shit.
That is the problem, right? AA is supposed to be countering some of these heroes. But if he's so bad that it's not worth picking it, they go for the other two picks that have been really highly contested in our own houses recently, Sand King and Bane. They got both of them through. I think they'll be happy with that.
Yeah, Sand King's super good. I'm
Yeah,
gonna take credit for making Sand King first pick every game in these in-houses now as well.
How did you take
'Cause
credit for that?
I beat Pee-wee in a lane with it once, and that was
Did
it.
you?
Everybody-
You did have a very good Sand King game, that is true. Okay. Pick Sand King or prepare for Sand King. We won't see
Yeah.
anti-mage now, will we? Because we've seen quite a lot of anti-mage picked specifically into Sand King.
Yeah, that was how he beat me game 2. So
Right, well, I don't know if we have a sort of self-best anti-mage spammer here, though. Not like we did the other game. So I
mean,
don't know.
Anti-Mage isn't good with Wisp though, right? So
No.
if you're going to play that, you'd have to put the Wisp as the 4, and then it
Yeah.
would just be really awkward, I think.
Anti-mage and Wisp have a lot of anti-synergy, because Wisp doesn't like heroes who blink around all the time. You just can't stay tethered to them. So I don't think we'll be seeing that, you're right. But they've used a lot of reserve time. This is only pick 2. They know there's a Wisp. They know they're laning against Sand King.
You pick Rubik. Anybody who wants to be a Rubik player, you see Sand King Bane,
Mm.
that's it.
Good spells, good spells. They go for Brew instead. V-Man has played Brewmaster almost all of the last in-houses he's been in, like 90% of them, and he's very good at the hero. I'd say better than his rank. So I think it's not surprising the Brewmaster. Also quite good at interrupting Bane, because Bane can't do anything when there's 3 Broodlings running at him. So I like it. I like it.
This brew pick would be fine if they picked a different support first, but like the opening doesn't make sense together.
No, it's 2 separate heroes. Yeah.
Yeah.
But this is a lower ranked game. We tend to see people just picking to their strength. So Brewmaster's V-Man's hero, Io is Oak's hero. We might just end up seeing a bit of that rather than a team that, synergize. So we'll see.
I will not cast it as if it's a lower morale game though. You've got to hold them to the highest standards. You've got to.
10 seconds.
If they miss CS, that's not what I'm talking about. But like in terms of like decision making and things,
5 seconds remaining.
I think it's still important to talk about like how you would like want to play the map and stuff like things. Because hopefully, if they end up watching it back or whatever, you can be like, oh yeah, maybe we could have done this or something different instead.
Yeah, I agree. It's still worth analysing the game as if they are, good players. So the only thing that I casted that was quite different once was I casted a Dota University game that was only Heralds, essentially,
Oh,
and I was
that's
casting it with the
dreadful.
intent that I was being as descriptive as possible and not just
Yeah.
criticizing. That was a very different experience because you know that they're rubbish at the game and they know that. You're just trying to be helpful. Very different kind of experience. I did quite enjoy it though. But anyway, we will see what picks are happening though. It's just bans, bans, bans of cores. This is a very typical of lower ranked players, I must say, in the in-houses. They just ban cores. Not specific cores either, just cores they don't like.
I think the Deuce ban's fine.
Quite popular here at the moment, definitely.
I don't really understand why you'd ban PL when you have Brew though.
10 seconds remaining.
Again, they don't want to play against it. It's pretty much as simple as that. I don't think there's a reason behind it.
Dire team pick.
The Clinks ban is for somewhat. That's a targeted ban, definitely. Not sure specifically about the Void either. But anyway, we'll have to see what the next pick is. They need to pick, well, either support or one of their remaining 2 cores. Wonder what they'll think
10
about.
seconds remaining.
Actually, no, Death Prophet is gone. I thought Death Prophet was sneaking away, and no, Death Prophet did go first phase. What else is really popular at the moment in the support world? Rasta's gone.
Or, fours, it tends to be like these pokey range heroes, doesn't it? So like,
Skyrath is
Morana's
still
quite popular.
Marana, Skyrath.
Yeah.
Those,
Okay.
those are pretty good. Okay.
Sure. It's knowing what the players play though. So I think it's going to
Techies.
be techies. I don't know if anyone's playing techies on the Dire team. That's what we're thinking about. I'm guessing we're going to see something really random like a Lich. That would be my guess. Thank you for the sub, Panda. That's 4 months. Witch Doctor. I know Witch Doctor against Io has got some interesting synergy. I think it will be Lich just because I know the players. No, it is Witch Doctor.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Panda was... no, who was right? It was MS Viking. Yeah, he was right. So...
These sustain heroes are so bad at the moment. Did we have this conversation before?
About
All like the
sustain.
warlocks and stuff, and all these heroes feel so bad at the moment because everyone just buys
10
salves
seconds
instead.
remaining.
Like, I don't know.
Definitely.
like
that-
it's-
well,
5
Io is a
seconds
sort of a different case, right? Because Io has so much more sustain than everybody else
Yeah.
in terms of the laning phase.
Any hero that gives you global potential as well, it's always going to be stronger.
Yeah, global presence from Io is massive. So we've got Witch Doctor, potentially POS 5 with a Bane 4, maybe Bane Sanking lane, or they go Witch Doctor Sanking. I don't know. There's some options there, I suppose.
I think
Those
you'd
are
probably-
pretty squishy supports though.
Radiant team pick.
Yeah, they are. Oh god.
Silencer. That's interesting. I know it's picked because I suppose it can cancel the Bane ult. It can stop Sanking ulting on your team if you're not stunned.
And stop
But-
death.
Yeah, stop death. Yeah, a lot of channels that you can cancel. Good damage as well. But where are you running this silencer? Is this going to be a 4 silencer or is it going to be a mid silencer?
This is where you do
5
IO
seconds
silencer lane. Right, it's silencer 1.
You could do
Yeah.
It'd be a dominant lane.
I mean, silencer 5 and stuff only really works with global when you have a support that goes in at the same time. So there were like old China teams used to really like picking like Shaker silencer or like Bat Rider silencer and stuff.
Okay.
You would like go in with your initiation, you pop global at the same time, you'd like pick off your target, and then you'd instantly be fighting like 5 versus 4.
That makes a lot of sense actually. With silencer IO, if silencer ults, well, IO can't do anything. You're relying on your
Because
team
they
to go
can't-
in.
You know, they can't stun anything, can they, at the
No,
moment?
not without Brew also getting the ult off. There is a stun. I mean, Wraith King makes sort of sense. You've got survivability. If Bane and Sanking destroy you with their ults, you'll come back to life. You've got some very, very squishy supports to cleave through as Wraith King. So, a Wraith King
Yeah, but
IO
they're
makes
gonna-
sense.
They're going to play Wraith King 3 though, because it has to be silencer 1. So
10
It could be
seconds
silencer mid still.
I don't think Wraith King's gonna have a good
5
time
seconds
against
remaining.
Sand King.
No,
No.
Wraith King does not enjoy playing against Sand King because Wraith King is a very, very melee hero, and also all the skeletons just create more caustic targets. So it's really bad.
I mean, the
Um,
lane's bad, but it's good for the game, I think.
Yeah.
That's the
yeah,
thing.
but if you go 0-6 in lane, it doesn't necessarily work even for the game. So we'll see what happens. The games tend to be longer at lower MMR anyway, so they probably have a bit of time to get away with farming.
You get a Midas, the game's absolutely fun.
Yes.
6 steps, don't matter.
Radiant team
I feel like Midas isn't quite as strong as it used to be. Lifestealer,
Oh,
okay.
God.
Lifestealer when silenced is an interesting interaction because if he gets globaled and he's not got Satanic or BKB or something, then he can't rage at all, so he becomes very, very easy to take down. But then he's pretty good at 1v1ing a Wraith King, so, you know, And there are 3 strength heroes on the Radiant team.
I think there's so many things they could have picked there that were good, and that wasn't one of them.
Yeah.
Radiant
What would you say was been best in that position?
So maybe anything. I mean, like, I think Weaver would have been okay. You can go like some second item Beaker. You can go like Razor would have been fine. Like Monkey would have been okay. I think Slark even would have been okay.
Yeah, I quite like Slark here actually. Yeah.
I think PA would have been really good.
Yes, I agree. PA very good against that team. Doesn't really worry about any of them. I think the Lifesteal pick's not. I think picked for the wrong reasons. I think they see it as anti-strength,
Yeah.
but he's going to struggle. Global Silence. He can still be easily killed by Wraith King and Brew, for example, when the silence is up. We'll see. Anyway, we'll see. They've got one more pick still. It looks like both mid heroes are waiting to pick because I kind of have a suspicion it is actually going to be support silencer.
team pick.
And the Dire team think the same. So the question is, what do they round off their draft that also helps them, lock down a target when the global's up?
Yeah, they need a stun. They
You've
need
got
someone
lots-
that goes in, like Ember or something.
You've
maybe,
got
so-
Ember, you've got Puck, you've got...
if they pick Puck, I don't think they ever kill
Seconds
anybody.
remaining.
That's true, very low damage. I mean, Puck's damage is okay, but with their team comp, they don't have a lot of sort of high damaging heroes. Ember would be good. I like Ember here.
Dire team pick.
Wind Ranger at your
I'm trying to
service.
think what else.
Some lockdown, pretty good against Lifestealer.
Yeah.
Works very well with IU as well.
Well, at level
Yeah.
25. If you get that far, and
The
I picks up,
backdoor.
yeah.
Well, it's also good because they have a relocate setup
10
now as
seconds
well.
remaining.
They
Yeah.
play, like,
Yeah,
it's
it's
could be core silencer still as
5
well,
seconds
potentially.
remaining.
could be
Full wind
mid
range.
silencer and a full wind range. That does also make sense. Okay, we'll have to see what they go for. I'm not really sure, but I don't think we'll even know when we see which player is playing which hero, because I don't think there's like a dedicated mid player apart from Juju. I know V-Man plays mid Brew a fair bit as well, but
I think Juju is gonna be mid-wind range.
mid wind range, yeah, okay.
That is the likely scenario.
But Dire still need to pick a final hero. They need a mid. They know it's Wind Ranger. They know that there's a silencer in the game. What do you pick here? I mean, they have so much stun. I reckon they should go Queen of Pain.
Quap's okay. Any hero that goes second item BKB, I think is really good.
Yeah, which I think Quap would do well here. Mid techies. I don't think it's mid techies. This awful Topson E-Blade techies. They went Kunkka. Okay, who's playing Kunkka mid then?
That's Kinder.
Is it? Ah.
Because his hero pool was banned out.
Makes sense. Haven't seen a lot of Kunkka. They have a lot of stun on the Dire team now. I mean, every one of those heroes, apart from the Lifesteal, is providing a lot of crowd control. I think that this Dire's team comp is a lot scarier than the Radiance, I must say.
Yeah, it depends what the brew does though, and how mid lane goes. I think it should be. Kunkka should be fine, but
Yeah, Kunkka will be okay against Wind Ranger. You can always cleave her even when she's got the evasion up.
if they can get good pickoffs with global and stuff, and they use global well, and they use the split well, they might do okay. But I don't know. I really struggle to see how they win the game. But apart from just being better, you know?
Well, being better is usually how I try and win my games.
That's true.
7-0-20 Brewmaster. That's a pretty commanding win.
Well, the V-Man on the brew has 10 predicted wins in a row. So if we just ask him who he thinks is going to win,
But that was
and if he
8.
says them,
But that's 8 wins in a row as Bane. So that's not even predicting like the games where you think you're going to win. That's
yeah,
just
but 10's
straight
bigger
up.
than 8.
Yeah, but slightly. It's not as good 10. It's a better 8 and a not as good 10. So anyway, we'll see. We'll see. Wob obviously is comfortable in this hero. Have a look at see
Are
if
they
there's
smoking? Oh,
any
they
interesting
are.
items. Yeah, smoke's already been used straight away. I like it. 50 gold. Get your team out there quick. Hope for a first blood. Though every time there's a smoke, they never find anyone to meet. See if they find Oak on the IO with Juju nearby. It means Oak can always escape with the tether, depending on how they sort of spread themselves. Well, they've got Witch Doctor at the
Nobody
front.
near the IO though. Then
No. Okay, Oak immediately backs off but needs someone to tether to. Going towards Juju. I think
The stun comes
she'll
out.
still be
and
okay. Nope. Well, is killed. A couple of right clicks. Radish gets the first blood. Really nice for Lifesteal to get first blood on that. 278 gold. He's going to pick up a couple of bounties. He'll be on nearly 400 gold as soon as he starts the lane.
Yeah,
Nice.
I wonder if he like rushes orb or if he goes like early armlet parts or something.
Yeah, I really like Orb of Venom on Lifestealer, but I kind of feel like upgrading to the Corrosive is a waste of gold on him. That's just my sort of personal opinion.
The battle begins for good.
Yeah, maybe.
Because Orb is the same
not
slow
really
as Corrosive, pretty much. Orb of Venom. And it feels
Yeah,
like a
it's
lot
like
of
just-
gold for armor
It's
pen.
just a strong laning item though, and when you have like some strong support with you in lane as well, like a Bane, you can click quite hard.
Yeah, it's definitely a good laning item. It depends on how much Lifestealer needs it. I kind of prefer to get the boots on Lifestealer instead, get even more chase potential.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we'll see. See how V-Man builds as well. Last couple times he's been maxing out the Drunken Brawler, so a very, very defensive build, whereas an aggressive build would be just maxing the first 2 spells. But I suppose against the Lifestealer, Brew is pretty useless.
Oh, but making went quick first.
Ah, there it is. There's the Brew going off.
I don't think so.
I've seen this a few times by the way. This crit first breaking, I think it's really bad.
What did you
Just,
prefer,
like,
the
when-
stun?
Well, when you go level 2, right, you want to have the skeletons and the stun, because then you can summon the skeleton, stun somebody, and it like pushes them out of lane a bit, right? But you're not going to have that until at least level 3 now. It's so far away.
Yeah, I suppose the crit is the... I don't even know. He's not going to be trading with the Sanking with right clicks. I suppose it helps last hitting.
Could be worse.
Yeah, I don't know.
You need it. Shouldn't need it to last it with.
No, Wraithling's got a big damage anyway. Yeah, I prefer level 1, either the stun or Vampiric Spirit, definitely. Just a little bit of sustain, get the skeletons ready. But nevertheless, Veteran knows what he's doing when it comes to farming, so they've given some space, he will end up quite fed. The question is, can the Dire deal with it? And I think the answer is probably yes, with their lineup. Bit of damage onto Io, there's the stun. It looks like Io's going to go down. Yep, second kill, very nice. Quite a deadly comp, Sanking Witch Doctor. I wouldn't really want to be playing against that myself.
Yeah, that's all about hitting level 2 first, though. Like,
Yeah.
if they get their level 2 first, all of a sudden they have all that kill potential.
I don't think they barely even needed level 2. Maledict and Caustic Fly did almost nothing in that fight. Just a couple of right clicks. All it took.
Yeah, but it's the stack game.
True, you do get some stats. I wouldn't say Witch Doctor Sanking is like the most deadly lane, but I
Oh,
unfortunately just went out of position. What is happening under this tower? Looks like Wob is just getting right clicked to death by Radish. The power of the Orb of Venom. He's got nearly 1,000 gold on the Lifestealer, but he's not sent for even one part of the phase boots. He's really hoping to buy the entire phase boots in one courier send.
Yeah, I wouldn't have even minded an early bracer, to be honest.
No, he is
But
sending the boots.
Definitely
It's-
have something.
Yeah, he's sending the boots now. I think it's the correct decision. Mid lane, not a lot happening at the moment. We know Juju is pretty proficient on the Wind Ranger, so got to see what he can do when he hits 6. The early Javelin. The predictions. Whoa, that's a lot of points. A lot more than we've had ever before. It's like over 30k points predicted here.
Oh my god.
Yeah, there's
Bot
the...
lane. Oh, he doesn't have stun. Okay.
Yeah, he's already used the stun. The thing is, Io provides a lot of healing, which is quite good against Maledict.
Yeah, it is good.
So Veteran's going to be fine there. Now he does have the 1-1-1. They'll be okay. Veteran will be okay in the long term.
I want to see Sanking start cutting waves, to be honest. Okay, the Witch Doctor's pulled, but I think when you get to like level 4, you just pull waves into creep camps, like neutral camps, and you farm them both, and you're just always out farming the enemy core in the lane, right?
That is true. And King also doesn't need to commit a lot of mana to farm.
No.
But
it's
he's a
such
great offlaner. Ooh, that's an aggressive stun onto Io. Not going to reach.
I've seen this a few times now as well in some of these in-houses and things as well. I think Arcanes and Sanking you just don't need. Oh, Witch Doctor.
Witch Doctor getting completely destroyed by the skeletons and the stun. There wasn't even a single right click from the Wraith King, yet Witch Doctor died from over half HP. Just skeletons plus the creep wave. They hit 34 damage a skeleton as well. Really deadly.
That's before the IO tether, dude. The skeletons are gonna,
Could be worse.
they're gonna go crazy with overcharge.
It's
Been-
also being clicked by the neutral camp.
I think so.
Ah, right,
The
okay.
troll that spawns his own set of skeletons.
Ooh, Veteran just walked into about four sticks for some reason, but he has got that Helm of Iron Will, as well as 4 tangos. So I think he's going to be okay. Plenty of regen for him in that lane. He's fine now. He's hit the safe spot. What's V-Man doing? He's actually got 2 points Cinder Bruce. He's gone the more aggressive build. Already has the Urn of Shadows. Where's his lane partner at? Oh no, is that kill on Veteran? There's a Maledict.
They couldn't get the caustic procs on the creeps.
Oh, he's fine. No, he's fine. He's healing plenty. Yeah, it's the power of IO. IO plus Tango. It's a lot of healing. But they can do it again soon. I mean, 5 seconds is another Maledict. They just repeat the process. Mid lane's pretty even on farm. Having a look at Lifestealer actually only has 13 last hits, so struggling to get those last hits. I'm not quite sure what's been holding him back there, but this is good for the Brew. D-Man nearly level 6 actually. I think level 6 Brew can just insta-kill the Bane. I don't think the Bane can do anything.
Yeah. I mean, you can like try and Nightmare or whatever, but it doesn't really help.
Barely helps against Brew, because Brew can dispel the Nightmare. He's got so many pandas. They're going again on Veteran? Nope, not quite. He's got way too much regen with the IO helping him now. But somewhat is getting more farm, so he's happy with how this lane's going. Oh no, he didn't get the creep. Someone's taking a lot of damage. He's got to be careful. I think he might actually die here. No, not quite. Oh, the stun. I mean, there were about 20 things it could have gone onto. But it went onto Veteran again. But I mean, it's force sanking all the way back to base. That's really good for the Radiant.
Yeah, when you play, this is what I'm saying. You just don't play the lane anymore, and you just out farm. But he also needs to have like more regen. I think just in general. That's why I don't like these arcanes and things. Because if you go like Soul Ring and stuff, it just gives you more like strength, more armor for the lane and everything. That's what feels really nice to have.
Yeah, good stats on the Soul Ring. That's what you don't get from the phase boots. Sorry, the arcane boots.
I think the only thing going for arcane boots is if you want to go Lotus later on, you can, which he probably does this game. You can disassemble afterwards, which is nice.
If you have a lane partner who is absolutely spamming their spells, which Witch Doctor unfortunately is not the hero who does that. If you had someone like the Skywrath, then it would make sense to get those arcanes. There's a rotation from Juju. He's got the Javelin. He sees Witch Doctor. He has he. What did he ult? Oh, he is ulting the Witch Doctor. He just wasn't attacking him. Ah, well, I think you can say goodbye to Witch Doctor. This is the no boots Wind Ranger. Finally, boots in Null Tasman come on the courier, but all he had was a bottle and a javelin. Nothing else.
Just ED on the Kunkka here, though.
There is, but Kunkka just says, well, I'm just going to farm your camp. What are you going to do about it?
Fair enough.
Because he can't really kill Wind Ranger, so... He's got his phase boots of his own and a bracer going for the Armlet Kunkka. I do like Armlet Kunkka.
Yeah, it's really good. I think Armlet Beacon is like incredible this game.
I do like Armlet on Kunkka. You don't see it super often. A lot of different Kunkka builds. I quite like the Armlet one. Yeah, he's got the double damage. Looks like a lot of damage going to Veteran. But Veteran does have Reincarnate. Can they kill him twice? I would say the answer is yes. They haven't even committed the boat yet. Are they going to use the boat? There they are. But Juju has come as well. Juju does not have his ultimate though. Great Shackle. Is that going to save Veteran? Yeah, I think he's going to be okay. They're still going for it. Whoa, the damage, the double damage cleave goes straight through onto Oak. They get another stun to Veteran. Nice torrent. Double kill for Kinder Surprise. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Wobber managed to find a kill on Doige.
Yeah, they used split. They tried to chase the Lifestealer, but they were nowhere near him the whole time.
No, so Lifestealer just walked out.
Yeah, the whole split duration just got wasted. Which is a bit unfortunate.
Is Juju going to get out of here? I think so. Yeah, Juju's fine. It's going to get... Yeah, it's alright. Oak's here with the heal.
It was actually pretty close.
It was surprisingly close considering the Witch Doctor didn't really do anything other than a couple of right clicks. But I suppose that's how it works. So yeah, there's no split now. No charges on the urn for V-Man. Lifestealer managed to escape, but is already having to jungle. So not the greatest situation for him, but not the worst either. He has picked up the Helm of Iron Will.
I think they should be putting more pressure on the Wraith King.
Oh, Veteran's going to take a lot of damage. As soon as you said that, out comes the full Epicenter. They know that he doesn't have Reincarnate, and that is going to be a pretty straightforward kill. Not even committing the Death Ward. He's got that ready.
I mean, they need to use the catapult to kill the bot tower at 10 minutes on Dire, right? And that's the problem. Like they're doing okay at stopping the Wraith King farming, but they really struggle to kill the tower. So when this catapult comes in, they need to make sure they're cutting waves and stuff to get the whole like, shebang.
Well, they are trying now. You are right. Sand King's right clicks leave a lot to be desired. Very low base damage, very low attack speed. But top lane, they're going to get a kill onto V-Man or Radish? No. V-Man seems to be just having a free lane top, though. He doesn't seem to be in any danger whatsoever.
I think they've given up on bot.
Yeah, they seem to. Oaks is just stacking the jungle. And you've got a veteran also farming. So both cores are just farming the lane. But Radish actually has gone back top lane, but they do have Primal Split. But if they have Grip, they will kill him. Yeah, they will kill him. I feel like maybe it would have been a slight overkill there. No, it doesn't matter. The 400 magic damage coming in from the boat will secure the kill. Better safe than sorry.
On the sides.
They have, but...
And the tower should fall with the next wave.
Actually, no, the deny is good, because that's 45 gold to each of your team instead of 90 gold to their team. So that's pretty much the best outcome you could have had there. But Deutsch isn't going to deny yet. Does he know someone's there? Don't think so. Now he sees him.
They are pressuring.
Puts a sentry. He's going for a kill on somewhat. Does he have the damage? Not quite, because...
Arcane Curse ran out.
Sanctu's got a turn. Oh.
Exactly, yeah. Arcane Curse ran out. Otherwise, it might have been a kill. If he had Global Silence mana, that also would have been a kill. Arcane Curse into Global Silence. Unfortunately, it cost 300 mana, over half of Silence's mana pool. And this is a hero with, you know, usually a pretty good mana pool. So towers, they're not falling at the moment. 11 minutes in, no tower has gone down. Top net worth, though, 5.5k gold on Kinder. He has been the best hero at farming at the moment.
Yeah. This catapult bot lane, if it... they need
I
more
don't
heroes down
think it's
here on
gonna
Dire.
reach.
Yeah.
No,
max
Veteran's
turn.
going to kill it. Yeah, they're not capitalizing on the catapults. That's the problem.
Yeah.
So towers are all going to stay alive.
I do think that's something a lot of people, even at like my MMR and stuff and whatever, could do better is playing around the catapult timings and things. It's such a big thing.
Ooh, there's a bit of a smoke gank. They see Doge. Is he going to drop the Global Silence? No, he doesn't. He dodges the torrent. Very nice. And then Hashem just goes out with the ultimate. Really nice Death Ward. Is that a kill on Doge? Yes, it is. Good for him to stop the Death Ward and just immediately run. He knew when he had enough damage. That was really intelligent play. Gets hit by the power shot, but is going to be okay. That was very good aim. Went through Wobber as well.
This Wraith King needs to leave bot lane, I think. He needs to just go somewhere else.
Oh, he's farming the jungle.
This bot lane should not be his home anymore, I don't think, though. I don't think he should be allowed to be here, you know? Like
Well,
if the Bane or something comes down and plays with the Sand King.
they even have vision of him. Dire's Ward have spotted him, so they know he's running around farming, but the Radiant are all in the top lane. But can they do a lot to Radish? That's the question. He's just about to pick up Armlet. He's got his ultimate up. They don't have many hard stuns. I think even with the double damage rune... Oh, they've got the Global Silence, of course! Really, really well used. Global Silence, double damage rune on Juju. They can definitely kill Kinder now as well. There's the ultimate from V-Man. There's the split. Does the Green Panda care about the split? Not one bit. Still the double damage rune. Nice use of Torrent onto Juju, but I think Kinder's still going to go down. He does have the armlet to toggle, but he's not going to be able to because he is stunned.
I think if the Sand King had TP, this would have been so good for Dire.
Yeah, he has a blink as well, and epicenter. But alas, they do manage to get a nice double kill. Great coordination with the Global Silence. Really like that. That's going to be the first tower of the game, falling 13 minutes into the game.
Second, actually. The bot tower fell.
Oh no, the bot tower's gone. Yeah, no, that's right. That tower got very low. I forgot about that one. So 2 towers down. Let's have a look at the player levels. Who is the highest at the moment? It is the Kunkka. Veteran does have his ultimate now, so he's feeling a little bit safe. See, the Life Stealer only has 55 last hits at 14 minutes, so it's a bit of a rough game for both of the POS ones. They're just looking to pick up whatever farm they can, but it's going to be a long game when it comes to their farm.
Yeah, their Lifestealer needs to go for something that purchased global as well, because it's the only thing he dies to at the moment.
He needs to get the early Satanic then.
Yeah, or even I think Manta's okay this game. Like,
Yeah,
not great, but-
Manta's okay. I guess Satanic is the sort of the item that makes most sense stat-wise, but even BKB is not horrible on Lifestealer, to be honest. You have to
yeah,
get something
BKB's
though, you're
pretty
right.
good as well.
You are right. You can't just ignore the global silence because that is how they kill Lifestealer every single time.
Like Deso's really good this game, especially against Wraith King and stuff, because these non-agi carry heroes don't have great armor gain. But if you don't purge the global, then you're just dead every time.
Oh, somewhat he does manage to blink away good reactions. He knows that there's vision. Now they're actually going in, but again, the Radiant have vision, so they're absolutely fine. So Wobber, he needs to pick up a sentry. He doesn't have one at the moment. Still wants to go in, but they can see him. He's got the stun. Can they follow up with the torrents? No, there's no torrent. Global silence. They will be safe. Does get the X marks the spot, but it looks like somewhat he's going to take quite a lot of damage here. Not enough to die, though. Oh, good positioning from the Witch Doctor. Going to take down Doge. A lot of damage going into Juju as well. V-Man has ulted, but somewhat seems to be hiding in the corner. They haven't found him, even though he is under a sentry.
They have a really good ward, so they see this Wind Ranger.
Yeah, Epicenter's going up. He blinks, he stuns, he only gets a bit of the epicenter of. Is it enough damage? Yes, it is going to be enough. And V-Man, he's been gripped. The boat goes in, actually stuns the Io as well, who's now in a lot of trouble, so Oak will go down. Bit of a disaster then. A veteran does have access to his ultimate. Great grab by Bane. I'm not sure. Oh, did they use Infest just for 100 magic damage? But anyway, they're still going to go on veteran. He's being permanently slowed. Yeah, there's the power of the Maledict. He is going to go down to that 450 Maledict damage. Another kill for the Witch Doctor. So that was a full team wipe, and you got the Wraith King's ult, which is only rank 1. So that's amazing for the Dire.
But you can see the problem initially that we mentioned, right? Where you pop global and they catch the Sand King while he's like, you know, in this sandstorm or whatever. But they have no catch to be able to keep him where he is. So he kind of just waddles off, and then as soon as global's down, the fight's over.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
much stronger with the other spells that they have.
Yeah, they really lacked lockdown, and they did end up going silence to support, which we sort of thought would have this problem, and it's exactly what's happening. Still a lot of farm needed from veteran to catch up. And will he get it now? It's looking a little bit harder and harder for him. They're going on him again in the mid lane. They do X marks to spot him, bring him in, 400 damage. And he is going to go down. More 500 damage from the boat, actually. Yeah, hard-hitting spell.
I need to hit the tower. Nice.
Kinder has run completely in the opposite direction. He has found a double damage rune. He does want to bottle that, giving Radiant a little bit of time, but no Brewmaster ulti. They still don't want to hit the tower.
There's no split though, and there's no global. So, there is global now.
Splits back up in 10.
Yeah, he's also very close to Aghanims, then he'll have 2 splits. It's obviously the power spike for Brew. But as you can see, they're playing a little bit passive, allowing their Lifestealer to pick up a little bit of farm. He's very close to Desolator now, 1500 gold.
Make a wraparound play.
This could be really bad. If they don't jump the right targets here.
Well, they find a kill on IO, and that's pretty much all they're going to get. Or not at all. No, okay, they get no one.
There was no X mark.
No, so IO will be fine. IO is only level 6, and Silencer is only level 7. The Radiant supports are massively under-leveled, the pair of them. So they're very squishy, but IO still manages to escape. Just hit the tower, man. You got double damage. Don't need to smack it twice. At least get the glyph.
When this tower goes down as well, the map's going to feel so small for Radiant side.
It is. They'll
Anywhere.
have lost all of their towers at that point. Yep, the tower is going to go down. Not going to go for tier 2, are they? That would be preposterous. They're thinking about it.
They don't roche very well, do they, as well? That's a bit of an issue.
No, the Radiant roche are a lot better than the Dire. Dire's roaching is a bit rubbish. They will get Desolator from Lifestealer, it will help. Got a heal from Witch Doctor as well.
Was just gonna ask actually, if you're Lifestealer and you're infested inside a Sand King, can you still get global silenced?
Don't know.
I don't know if you can be globaled while you're inside someone.
Yeah, because like if you can/can't, like that could be an answer to like not buying Dispel. I mean, obviously you would still want to get a Dispel from the
I think you'll find that
you're not.
Veteran is quite far out of position at the moment. So the Radiant have a sort of symphony of fails trying to kill him. They do bring him down. Well, I heard Juju as well. He's looking for a quick kill. There's a relocate in from the IO. It wasn't even a relocate actually. This turned up, but no, there's gonna be no kills from either team. So Juju doesn't pick up the kill on Witch Doctor, but Veteran walks away.
If the Wind Rangers focus fighting the Witch Doctor and not getting the kill, the game's not going very well. That's the,
Yeah, I'm surprised
the
it wasn't
summary.
enough damage. But anyway, both teams are going to survive, although Wraith King is still without his rank 2 ultimate. So he is down 3 minutes on the reincarnation. So he probably doesn't want to be anywhere near the fight. As you can see, he has run completely to the other side of the map. He's going to pick up some farm. And whilst Radish, he's happy to farm in the mid lane. He's got the Desolator now. So the question is, does he go for the Satanic? Which I think would be the correct item here. The Dire, they're looking to engage. But the Radiant, no, they've got vision. Very defensive vision from the Radiant. Somewhat still manages to find Doige. The question is, can anyone else help him out? And the answer is yes. I think I need to get out of there.
Yeah, but it's not.
Yes,
It was a relocate
relocate
attempt.
got cancelled.
Yeah, so it's going to go down.
They still find more.
Caught the Brew, but I think Brew's just going to go straight into ultimate just in case. Fires the stun to Witch Doctor, but there's no way he can do anything by himself. A fair bit of damage, but he can't actually kill anybody. Well,
And now that's a non-Aga split as well.
Was it? No, it doesn't really matter too much because when the Agnums is bought, it immediately gives you the second charge.
Oh, fair enough.
So the Agnums, he will send it in now. So he's going to have his ultimate up again, and they probably aren't aware of it. So maybe that'll go to his advantage. Veteran just takes the tower in the bot lane, so he's getting a little bit of space. But now the Dire looking to really dive. Someone just channeling his ultimate right in front of them. Doige is yet again going to die. He's had a pretty rough game, but we can't really blame him. He is playing support silencer. And V-Man does have his ultimate, as you can see, but I don't think they can engage even with it. Tier 2 gone. First Tier 2 tower, 21 minutes. They're TPing back. I think Veteran will just be able to run away. Going to do a very safe TP.
Radiant need to go and find a catch with the Wind Ranger. And then they need to relocate somebody in and get the kill. Like the Wraith King or something. I don't know. Because at the moment, two supports on the Radiant are kind of just sitting around and they're not really doing anything. Because they really struggle to find their way into the game.
Yeah, exactly.
So at least they can try and be like at least they find pickoffs with them, right? But at the moment they're kind of just wandering around.
It is certainly hard for them.
It's tough, yeah. It's really hard.
Always going Atos as his first main item. He's still got quite a lot of gold before he picks it up, but that's no Glimmer, no Force Staff. I mean, he's just walking food. Kinder, Global Science. I was going to say he's found Juju. Global Science has gone to protect him. But then the Global is gone and nothing happened. So Juju's still in a lot of trouble. He has to pop his BKB. Does have a double damage in his bottle, but for some reason he hasn't activated it yet. They'll still get a kill on Doige. Now it looks like the Radiant are just going to have to back off. They actually find a kill on somewhat fantastic grip. It looks like Juju's in a lot of trouble. No. There is relocate up, but didn't go for it. They're just backing off. V-Man, though, finds another kill. He gets a kill on the Witch Doctor.
He has another split.
He does. So he's going to be okay. So actually, it was a 2-for-2 trade. V-Man, not V-Man, Juju really should have activated the double damage in his bottle. And Dire, they just head straight into Roche. They know they have the potential to kill Roche. Oh, it doesn't get the Nightmare off in time. But actually, it doesn't look too good because Radish can't get any healing from Roche. Lifesteal's weakness, so they will scare them off.
The Radiant's bottom tower has seen better days.
Bot tower taking a little bit of damage.
That's a nice item.
Dragon scale, very nice.
Gives them extra armor as well, which is lovely.
Yeah, especially for
On
an
these strength wars
armorless
against
hero.
the death blow.
Wraith King's also in need of some armor as well.
Yeah, I think he needs BKB though, if she has queued up.
Yeah, he's going BKB. The Lifestealer is going Basher, however, which again, it's aggressive, but it doesn't allow him to deal with the Global Silence. But it doesn't seem like the Dire care too much about the Global Silence. It never really causes them much problem. You can always get a Lotus Orb on a support as well if they need to. The Sand King's going for Aghanims instead. Went for Yules. I think he maybe should have gone Lotus with the Arcanes like you were talking about.
Yeah, he needs I'd go BKB on him to be honest. Like the Lotus is fine, but I think BKB is so good on this hero. Like I don't mind the Yules as well first. It's not like an okay out in this game. Cheap purge for the global, but I think the BKB makes the game so much easier for them to play.
There's the stun onto the veteran. Are they going to be able to kill the Wraith King? He just turns around, just straight up kills the Sand King. No Sand King can keep himself alive. He is not under detection. They get a kill on Witch Doctor. He needs to stun away. He does stun away. Blink Dagger. Oh, whoa, he left that late.
Oh,
He's-
there's no TP though.
The IO orb just missed. And now he can TP out. Except he doesn't. Yes, he does. However, the Radiant do get a kill on the Witch Doctor, so it wasn't for nothing. They very nearly killed the Sand King.
Well.
Yeah, you Radiant have taken a tower.
I think it was the tier 1 mid, so it's pretty good.
Yeah, it did go well for the Radiant. They're walking around as a big pain train at the moment. They don't have Blink Dagger on the Wraith King. They don't have a lot of engage other than Juju just getting a shackle. That is the problem. They need those Blink Daggers to engage. A little bit of de-warding. I think it's time for them to leave, and they're aware of this. Bane nearly put his hand up to them. They're going to use Global Silence again just to run away. Veteran's going to start damaging Kunkka, realizing Kunkka is way too durable. Now he's going to start putting the pain on. No V-Man as well. BKB dropped by Kinder. Is he going to be okay? But meanwhile, we see a nice Fiend's Grip onto Wind Ranger. However, he's in a full Wind Run. Oh, the Wind Run is going to expire, and they will still get the kill. Kunkka is still being chased. Actually, manages to escape with his life. Veteran's going to go down, but that is the reincarnation. Will they be able to take Veteran down again? Yes, they will, because Lifestealer against the Wraith King is going to have absolutely no difficulty whatsoever. The V-Man will find a kill on the Kunkka, which is fantastic. But you've lost both of your other cores, POS 1 and POS 2 going down. It's going to be a kill on Doge. Looks like Io's got no one to tether to. There is a creep wave nearby, but slowed and killed by the Lifestealer. So only 1 kill for the Radiant and 4 deaths.
That was so weird. Like there was a fight going on, and then the Kunkka and the Brew just ran off and had like some 1v1 between them.
They did.
Bizarre.
Yeah, I mean, the Brewmaster did win that, I suppose. But it
He did.
also was a lot of effort that Veteran put into the Kunkka. So it was almost like a 2 versus 1 for a lot of it. So the Kunkka dying wasn't actually that much of a problem.
Yeah, if they get them to waste the whole blue switch chasing the Kunkka, then I
Oh,
think they're
top
fine
lane.
with
Is that a kill? I think the Sand King's okay there. Yeah, he's fine. Power Shot wouldn't have killed him anyway.
that.
Rest in peace, that Power Shot talent.
You're laying on rush. Now this is the reason why Sustain supports. But it
Yeah.
Sustain Lifestealer.
This time it's good. Max rank Voodoo Restoration before maxing cast. Power Shot does go through. They've used Scan as well. I don't know how much checking they need. But there's going to be no mana left on Switch Doctor. He's not left himself mana for Paralyzing Cast or for Death Ward. I don't think this is looking pretty
They
good
need to
for
take
Radiant,
this.
for the Dive. Yeah, but the Radiant were too scared to engage that. They could have dropped a Brew ult and run in. Brewmaster would have been fine. They do get the Aegis, which is very nice for Radish, of course. He's going MKB now. He wishes to be able to hit both the Brewmaster and the Wind
That's
Ranger.
a lot of damage.
He has gotten basically full damage, that is true. He's only died
Titan's
once.
Really good. If you're not going to buy an item that purges silence,
At least
at least you're getting a neutral that slows it. You know, like
Well,
reduce the
it's
time.
12% reduction, which
Hey.
is,
Better than 0.
you know,
Yeah.
yeah, I suppose that's like 0.7 seconds or something off the global silence.
Oh, this Sanking needs shard as well. I've just realised he hasn't got it.
It does give good damage. Obviously buffed it as well. When it came out, it was one of the worst shards. Now it's pretty good.
Oh, it was awful. Yeah.
But 20 bonus pulse damage is already really good. And then you get a free pulse as well, so definitely strong.
Dire are chasing. But they're not gonna find anyone.
Yeah, unfortunately not. There is another double damage rune. So that is free for either the Lifestealer or the Kunkka to take.
I think the Kunkka goes and gets it right.
Lifestealer is now the most farmed and the highest level hero. It's looking pretty hard for the Radiant, even though Veteran has been farming quite effectively. A Wraith King just cannot man to man with a Lifestealer. I think that's why they picked the Lifestealer.
Tower is under attack.
And he has gone basically pure damage as well. So
Oh, that's gonna fall so fast.
yeah, I mean, that's one way to get pushed. Make your Lifestealer only damage. They can take that tower. There's an Aegis Lifestealer who has Rage up. Or he doesn't anymore, but
They are
Well, I
taking
mean, once-
bot, not Radiant.
Once the Aegis is gone, though, they can kill the Lifestealer, right? Like, if they get a stun at the same time as their global, the Lifestealer just dies.
It's still 3 minutes. Somewhat goes in, gets us onto the IO. Starts channeling his ultimate immediately. There's no cancel. Where's the global silence? It's a bit too late. Look how much damage is going off from the epicenter. Big heals from IO, but it's not going to be enough. And now everyone is being disassembled. Juju won't get the kill on Wobber either. Radish picks up another kill. Bit of time bought by the Witch Doctor. Keeps himself alive with the Voodoo Switcheroo. Though he will die to V-Man. V-Man's the only person getting kills really at the moment. And Kinder is just cleaving through his pandas. Nearly kills him. V-Man has to drop his second ultimate. BKB on Veteran. But Radish still at large with the BKB. And he's found Veteran. Juju does manage to find a kill on Wobber. But I think Veteran is going to die to Radish now. Stunned from somewhat. That's going to be another kill. V-Man's got to be careful. He will be okay.
Guess no more splits.
Yeah.
The Wind Ranger spent the whole fight chasing a Bane. It was very intense, I have to tell you. They were like having an insane 1v1, like the Brew and the Kunkka before, but it was much more hype this time.
He
The
did
Bane's
get the
level
kill.
15 for some reason, so...
Bane's of 50. Okay, yeah. The supports on the diet are quite high level compared to the Radiant. 15 and 14 versus 11 and 10. So when it comes to these big team fights, the Dire can kill the Radiant supports instantly. Dire support's actually quite hard to bring down. You saw the Witch Doctor. I mean, he's got Glimmer Cape, he's got the Voodoo Switcheroo. He's not that squishy. It's quite a nice talent. Minus 25% Voodoo Restoration mana per second. I like that.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, I don't think either of those 10 talents are great.
Yeah, but 10 talents aren't supposed to be too good, I suppose.
No, I guess.
V-Man turning the light on in his room. Very good. You don't want eye strain, guys. Very important. Well-lit rooms are essential. Well, the MKB is ready for Radish. He just needs to pick up the Demon Edge. So he's going to be hitting very, very hard. He's got 1 minute left. And they're not going to take the tower. So maybe they should at least go for the last tier 2. Which V-Man is dealing with at the moment. Thank you for the giant Shrek ASCII art in my channel. Certainly what it needed.
That was beautiful, though, to be fair.
Yeah, it's gone now. Here today, gone tomorrow. Or gone today as well, as the case may be.
Why are you destroying Banksy art on your channel?
I could have been famous.
Yeah.
People would have flocked to the channel to admire the Shrek. Don't think so, though. It was... I don't know who that person is either, some random person. I'm blaming you, Mofarah. You're bringing these randomers into my channel.
It's all my many, many fans. Yeah.
You have a lot of fans.
Yeah. Yeah.
But, you know, I'm not going to complain. It is nice to have some free viewers. Yeah, I mean, Deutsch had no chance of surviving. He has an Atos as well as his only support item. So it's not like that's going to save him.
Some catch, though.
It does give them some catch, which I suppose they decided they needed. That's a very long TP out.
The long TP.
Yeah, unfortunately, Veteran is going to go down. He didn't drop the BKB before. If he dropped the BKB TP, he would have been okay. Was that? Oh, I thought it was Baynor, but it wasn't. Wob did throw his hands in the air. Now Veteran is going to go down.
Where did he TP? Was it like mid tier 2 or something? Tier 3?
Was it where someone else had TP too? Or was it? I mean,
Probably top or something.
maybe.
I don't know. This is DD top again. That's so many DDs, isn't it?
There's been a lot of DDs. It feels like half the runes have been DDs. There is no Roche. But I think there's still a bottle on Kunkka. So he can just bottle that, use it as soon as the team fight happens. Plus 25% X marks the spot move speed. I have not seen that talent before. Does that only apply to allies, or does that...
But it doesn't look good.
Yes,
wait,
no, it's
and
everyone.
it applies to
Self-
enemies.
Oh, it's a
as well.
25% slow on enemies as well. Oh, nice ultimate from Bane. Do they have enough damage, though? They're dropping absolutely everything they have at V-Man because they know that the second he gets out of stun, he will just drop the BKB. So, very nice kill there. Yes, they did. They could have cancelled it and it would have been fine. He would have just pressed
no.
BKB.
We're gonna find a Witch Doctor.
He just uses the Glimmer Cape. Voodoo Switcheroo. He's very out of position. Witch Doctor nowhere near his team either.
Take my advice.
So,
Yeah, this one has 300 HP talent. That's sick.
it's quite nice, isn't it, for level 15? I think Lifestealer gets one similar to that. 325, though he didn't take it, but Still not going Satanic or BKB. He's going for Abyssal Blade now.
If you think he's taking a HP talent on this live streamer after seeing the items that he's built, then
Yeah, I know. 25 damage every time.
Radiant's top tower no longer radiant.
Hard to work out which one of those is more stat efficient, 25 damage or 325 health. I feel like 325 health would be slightly better, but quite similar. Jack unfortunately doesn't commit. They are going to drop the glyph. There's the Atos, but goodbye.
That's a lot of damage.
Nice heal coming out from the Iris, just not enough. Radish is an absolute monster. 25 stacks on the Desolator.
Now, I don't want to be too horrible, but they still have low.
They do.
So, I'm not sure when that's planning on being.
But they need to be ready to
Huge,
commit
yeah.
with it. That's the thing.
If a fight breaks out, you just have to click it, you know?
Yeah, but unfortunately the Dire just kind of run away now, and they've got BKB on the Kunkka. I mean, he's the only person who actually can get rid of it at the moment.
Yeah.
The Radiant don't really have anyone to jump in to start the fights, except for Rave King, but he's not been in fights.
He's not got
most of
Blink
the
Dagger
time.
yet either. He does have money for it. Oh, you
Oh,
heard
the
the three of
stun
me.
and the
There's the
crit.
global. But global, if he bought back and he used the global silence, it would have been
Yeah.
fine.
Oh,
But he
the
didn't buy back
relocate.
for it. Relocate
Wasn't in time.
tried. It was very, very good attempt. Wobber has got away with murder on this Bane. And it looks like that tower's going to go down. It's pretty much securing the victory now. I obviously relocates back, immediately gets killed. And the racks are going to fall. One lane left to go. There is a buyback from V-Man. He obviously has both of his ultimates, but the Dire are just backing off.
Oh, 3-man power shot. It's big.
Yeah, 450 damage. The fall-off's quite high, isn't it? What is the damage fall-off? 20%. I missed the level 15 talent on Wind Ranger. 100 power shot damage. So good for
Oh,
level
yeah.
15.
That
New
was,
one's pretty
I
good
used
too,
to
though.
Love playing support Wind Rangers before. Like, the talents aren't really great for it now. They're okay, but like, the Shackle Shot's good, the Wind Run's pretty bad.
Power shot damage reduction's a weird talent. But I suppose
Yes.
it's okay if you're power shotting multiple people at once, but even then, it's not particularly good. I missed the global power shot. I know it wasn't good, but it was funny.
Power shot, yeah. Gale Force is actually pretty good though.
Oh, it's amazing. So much better than that awful power shot shard.
I love these like ags and shards and things that completely change the dynamic of the hero. Where like this hero has no team fight, right? Which is quite a big weakness of it. But all of a sudden you get this Gale Force.
Yeah,
where
it's
you actually have-
incredible.
it's like the Keeper of the Light axe as well, right? With the
Yeah,
Willows.
Keeper of the Light Axe gives him basically another ultimate, a proper ultimate.
They're pushing. And the Radiant need to be ready to
Yeah,
deal with
well, they have no glyph and there's 2 catapults here, so it's
Tower's
not...
dead.
Yeah, they've also got a Lotus Orb ready, which of course means they can get rid of... Oh, there's a Shackle onto Kunkka. V-Man dropping the ultimate. Veteran going in, trying to get some damage, trying to go on the Witch Doctor. They do have the grip on V-Man. V-Man doesn't have any mana. He is going to go down. Oh, he's actually going to be fine. Does get the ultimate off, but Radish is still pretty strong. I don't think there's anyone who can really stop him. The Radiant have managed to find 2 kills. Radish will get his first kill. Can they bring Radish down? Maybe.
Yes, oh, yes,
Oh,
oh.
it doesn't get into anything. This is really good from Radiant. And they're still chasing. They're going to find Wobber. Does end up stunning himself. Is Wobber going to escape?
It was a good fight for the Radiant, but they did it just after they lost their buildings, unfortunately. So.
Yeah, if they engaged a tiny bit earlier, it would have been the perfect fight, but not too bad, all things considering. Oh, they have lost all the buildings, though, so...
Yes.
I mean, this is a final sort of...
Spain. He's level 90. He doesn't care.
He's got that the Enfeeble is doing so much
Oh,
work.
focus fire. Oh, you should have focus fired the Wind Ranger back. Do-do-doom.
Yeah, I don't think Bane has a lot to do with that. Do you remember when Enfeeble stole damage from
Yeah,
Bane?
yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
That would have been quite a funny
Wrong
interaction.
patch. Wrong
Yeah.
patch, wrong patch.
Enfeeble has changed about 60 times. It was a passive for most of the game, then it was just flat attack damage reduction, then it was attack speed, and then it stole damage. I don't even know. It's gone through.
It's really good at the moment.
Yeah, I
really
think
good.
it's very cheap and it has a 7-second cooldown, which is
Like,
crazy.
30% cast range reduction is crazy. Like the heal regen's super good against certain heroes.
Yeah, it's a super Scardy on a 7-second cooldown,
Yeah.
lasts 11 seconds, and it has a massive cast range as well. Yeah, it is looking hard for the Radiant though, because they're already not a great team when it comes to killing creeps, and now they have to fight against the mega creeps 38 minutes into the game. Very, very uphill battle for them. Roche is also up.
He has a cleave talent, so
He does have a cleave talent, yes. But the skeletons will just die to the creeps now. So he's got to be there himself. And 25% cleave is actually not a lot of cleave. If you think about how much Battle Fury gives, which is what, like 70% or something? Will you show me what Battle Fury does, game? No? No tooltip? Okay. Can't see the tooltip in Battle Fury. I'm sure it's like 70%.
70%.
70%, yeah.
It's 40% against creeps, though.
Okay, so 25% is not too much worse, but it's nothing special. For a level 20 talent, it does feel a bit underwhelming on the hero. Suppose you
Time
can
the relic raid. Who should you even give that to?
The silencer? Yeah, more global silence. 20% more global silence. Seems pretty good to me. So Roche has gone down again. Shard for the Lifestealer, so he has access to the open wounds, and another Aegis. He can pick up the full Abyssal Blade, which he's going to do shortly. And very soon he'll get level 25, and Lifestealer has amazing level 25 talents. No, he decides he doesn't want to go to the secret shop. Abyssal Blade is for noobs, he has proclaimed.
Yeah, that's fair.
Goes inside somewhat. They have an Assault Cuirass on Kunkka, really nice item to have on your team.
Yeah, especially with the desert as well.
They see V-Man. They're going to jump Io instead, instantly killing the Io with no buyback. So it's 4 versus 5 already, and all the creeps are pushing in at the same time. So looking pretty hard. That was a very random use of ATOS.
They just need to sit in this base for a little while without committing to a fight, and just let the creeps come in. And then when the creeps start to come in, you can start to like poke at the buildings like this, right?
The problem is Radish has access to the Aegis, so he's not going to be easily brought down. They do get the grip. There's no global. There is global silence, but it's a little bit too late. Juju's already died. Buyback now from Io, who does have enough money. V-Man gets the ultimate off, but Radish, he's going to be chasing Veteran now. He does also have Basher, but he gets stunned. Looking pretty good for the Radiant in terms of getting a kill, but now they can't kill Radish. Changed my mind. It's all over for him. And that's the first life of Veteran. He can't escape from him. He gets knocked away by the little wave. Radiant do not have any damage on their team. Just so little damage. It's really showing in this fight. They just can't kill anybody. Even with enough uptime, they don't have the damage.
Well, I mean, the problem. This is what I was saying at the beginning, though. That the two opening heroes that they picked are really good, like individually, but not together. Like the heroes like the Timber and the Brew and stuff just need.
Oh, come on, Kunkka. Focus fire the Wind Ranger. That would be so good. Run at him.
Oh,
you
yeah,
know
yeah,
you
yeah,
want to. You know you want to. Come on, focus fire the Wind Ranger.
Oh, here it comes.
the Wind Run. He's still got it. He's still got it active. The Wind Run again. Wind Run has such an obnoxiously low cooldown. What is it, like 2-second downtime? Yeah, 2-second downtime. It's actually crazy. Well, they still have Aegis on the Lifestealer, so he can just run in. There's now no towers alive. Radish just runs straight in using the Rage and chomps Dodge to bits, who still has 0 defensive items. They are going on Vima. Vima does not have his ultimate up, which is surprising. Radish taking quite a bit of damage, but it doesn't really matter because he will come back to life soon afterwards. But Veteran's going to try and get a kill on Wobber. Radish actually still alive? Goes inside a creep. Probably should have just let himself die at that point. V-Man will finally be brought down by Kinder. Oh, he gets waved to death. Very stylish way to get a kill. And yeah, Veteran, he's going to go
creep
down.
with Lifestealer. The taxi.
Can they kill Veteran before the GG goes off? Yes, they can. And the Rax will fall. The Rax, the throne. Much more significant.
Yeah, so these heroes like Brew and Timber and stuff, they're really strong, but you need to balance it by having heroes that allow those heroes to get their damage off. You know, like these lions and stuff or whatever. Timber Lion used to be a really strong opener that people would go for, and because they like cover each other's weaknesses really well. And I don't think Silence is a hero you can just pick unless you have a plan to make it work. Same with Wisp as well, I think.
Yeah, I felt like Wisp is obviously a really strong hero, but Wisp is really reliant on being paired up with someone who's going to make the most of Wisp, and they didn't really have that synergy. Well, the Lifestealer pick ended up doing really well in the end. So much damage dealt by the hero.
But this is what I was saying. I think if the Radiant were going to win, they would have had to play super well because their draft's just much harder to play. Like they didn't even play too badly at most points in that game. Like they had some good moments and things, but they made it difficult for themselves to start with. Like when you have these heroes like Sand King, they're so easy. You know, you just blink stun, right?
Yeah,
they're
exactly.
so A to B to C. everybody knows what they need to be doing, kind of thing.
I think we talk about that a lot in the in-house, is the easier team tends to win, because you need to have a great deal of synergy and coordination to pull off a team like the Radiant. But you're also 5 people who don't always play together, and now you suddenly have to make a very complicated draft work. Whereas Dire say, should we kill that person? Okay, buttons pressed. Hero dies.
I think Kunkka did really well mid lane though as well at the start of the game, from what I remember.
Yes, he had an amazing farm. 90 last hits at 10 minutes. He was far ahead of everybody else, and he did rotate for some ganks as well.